And now you've got Raul Rosas Jr. versus Mando Gutierrez, and Raul Rosas Jr. is gonna be the talk of the town all week building up to this fight. And if he wins, he's gonna be the talk of the town for a long time. This guy is 17 years old, almost 18 years old, but he's 17 years old. His parents have to give him permission to fight on Dana White's Contender Series. That's how young this guy is. It's actually so crazy. Like, I'm 20 years old, man, and like, what am I doing? You know, like, wow. I'm real happy for him, man. Raul Rosas Jr. He's really destroying all of his opponents. He does have a little bit of an amateur record, and he has got on a little win streak himself. Little fun fact about Raul Rosas Jr. He comes from the fighting family. His sister actually made her a professional MMA debut against Mackenzie Dern. So that's a little fun fact. And Raul Rosas' father also did go. I think he had a professional career, but it was very unsuccessful. I think he had a losing record before he retired. But point is, Raul Rosas Jr., he's been fighting all of his life. He's been doing jiu-jitsu tournaments all of his life. And you see it, man. This guy's got good wrestling and he's got good grappling. And he does not spend much time on the feet whatsoever. And I think that's probably a good thing, because I do think Mando Gutierrez here is the better striker out of the two. He's definitely the guy that spent more time on the feet, because Raul Rosas Jr., he just takes his opponents down straight away. That's kind of his game plan, which is fair, and he's just been running through them. But to be fair, he's not fighting this level competition that Mando Gutierrez is. We'll get to that later. 0-1 debut. 0-0 makes sense, you know. 1-0 at the time. That's all good. 2-0 is all good. And then he fought a guy that was 0-2. It's all good though, but like, the level of competition just ain't the same as Mando, who is 7-1 right now. He did lose to Mo Miller. He did get dominated by Mo Miller in the wrestling and grappling in that fight, but it was a couple of years ago. 3-1, 4-4, and 4-1. So I guess he's not fighting the highest level of competition either. But yeah, I'm picking Raul Rosas Jr. He's also the favorite as well, minus 150, and I'm very surprised. I'm picking Raul Rosas Jr., by the way, tentatively. But I'm very surprised he's the favorite. I thought Mando Gutierrez would be the favorite in this matchup here. I think Rosas Jr. takes him down and actually gets a submission. Believe it or not, I think that he does get a finish here. But Raul Rosas Jr., he's looked so dominant in all of his fights. It's pretty hard to pick against. Or just give you guys negatives on him. He just goes to grapple and has good jiu-jitsu. That's kind of what he does. He really does just grapple. Mando Gutierrez, though, he's a pretty good fighter. He's a good striker, but he doesn't have the greatest takedown defense. He is very good when he's on top of his opponents, but when his opponents end up on top of him, that's where he could come into some problems, which is, I think, where Raul Rosas Jr. is going to be able to not dominate the fight, but look very good. I think Raul Rosas Jr. is going to get a very early takedown and work for the first round. But maybe if Mando can survive a first round, maybe even late into the second round, we could see Raul Rosas slow down, potentially, because he is just 17 years old. You know what I mean? It's actually quite insane. But yeah, I think he should win. I'm picking the 17-year-old. A lot of red flags, including the fact that he is 17. But I'm picking him to win. I'm really happy for him, man. Like, I'm a little bit worried though. Like, this guy's so young, literally 17 years old. If he gets to sign to the UFC at this stage of his career, it could be too much too soon. I think the UFC should give him a developmental deal and like just kind of keep giving him winnable fights. Maybe build up his confidence, build up his record, and then when he's a little bit older, he can sign to the UFC. I don't know. I'm not opposed to signing a 17-year-old to the UFC, but I think it's a little bit too much too soon, in my opinion. But the skill set's there, it really is. I'm picking Raul Rosas Jr.